welcome to another thrilling episode of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics, where we cover the big #1 issues, sometimes big storylines for the coming week. This week will be Wednesday, October 10th, 2018. We are your hosts. I'm Mark.
I'm Olivia.
And that said, we have a couple of announcements. Well, we're located in two places, one here in Shreveport where we do the show, and also in Texarkana on the Texas side. Any phone numbers, directions, anything like that can be had from our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, or the respective Facebook pages. Couple of announcements. This coming up Saturday, October 13th, is Walking Dead Day. We'll have all kinds of good stuff here, some blind bag issues, which we'll get into later. And, of course, we'll have our exclusive Excalibur Comics variant with Excalibur Comics, you know, on the
logo.
Yeah.
It's all special. It's all pretty. It's real cool.
It's very cool. And if you want it more exclusive, I'll draw a picture of me, you know, half eating, hanging out the window. Also, on October 20th, following Saturday, is Robert Payne, one of our local talents here. He's got a book called Christianity in Comics that he will be selling and autographing that day. So stop by for that. We always like supporting local talent, and he's a very cool guy. He's been coming here for a long time, one of our best customers. So come here and say hi to him and get that done. And then after that,
Halloween Comic Fest.
there we go.
Is either on the 27th or the 29th. It should be on screen.
It's probably 27th since that's a Saturday. I think it's the Saturday before Halloween, but we'll see.
We'll make sure we have that down next week.
Yeah, and we'll have, it's similar to Free Comic Book Day, and there's a lot of free comic books to be had, but these are all going to be Halloween themed, and
there's not as big a selection,
yeah,
but there are little, like, tiny ones, like Archie's Madhouse and Johnny Boo.
There we go.
And those are both pretty good comics.
Okay. So come by for that. A lot of stuff going on in October. Busy month. Alright, well, I think that is it for the announcements, so let's dive right into the #1s for the week. And I guess I'm starting it off with another relaunch from Aspen Entertainment. This is Artifact 1, #1. This is J.T. Kroll writing, Vince Hernandez writing, and Romina Morinelli with the art and cover art. Introducing Remy, a young and energetic explorer and relic hunter whose boundless curiosity leads to a startling discovery beyond anything she could have imagined. When tragedy strikes at the center of her world, Remy is forced to leave behind everything she holds dear in order to discover the truth behind her life's upheaval, all while escaping the near-infinite resources of the ruling clerics of faith that seek to not only bring her to justice, but end all traces of her existence. So that sounds like fun times for her.
Cursed Comics Cavalade, #1 from DC Comics. This one is one of their spooky ones, but they didn't put it on their brand new spooky label.
Oh, yeah.
Or Vertigo.
Well, that's true. They
So,
didn't.
DC. Writer James Tynion, IV, so the fourth. I like to call him Tynion.
Okay.
And Various, and Mark Buckingham for art, and also Various. Various is
Busy.
he does everything.
Yes, he does. Jack of all trades.
Horror, death, face punching. Witness 10 all-new stories that promise to be the most terrifying, most shocking, and most horrific comic that DC Comics has ever published. Hyperbole much? Batman, Wonder Woman, Guy Gardner, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, and more of your favorite heroes face unspeakable horrors from the streets of Gotham City to the darkest sectors of the universe.
Okay. Streets of Gotham are scary anyway, but around Halloween, I guess they even get scarier.
I don't want to be there.
I don't either. I think this actually comes with a really cool, kind of an EC Comics tribute, homage cover. Next up for me, from Image again. Oh, no, first time from Image. Infinite Dark, #1. Ryan Cady writing, Andrea Moody, art and cover art. Really love that art. The universe ended, But on board the Void Station Orpheus, a skeleton crew of humanity survived. The last 2,000 souls waiting for a second Big Bang that may never come. Now, 2 years into their voyage, Security Director Diva Carell investigates the station's first murder and the otherworldly motives behind it. So, kind of a sci-fi outer space murder mystery. Always cool.
Okay, Murder Falcon #1. There's been a poster for it. There's been little sheets in your boxes about it.
A lot of people sign up for that.
Yeah. Image. Writer Daniel Warren Johnson and artist and cover artist Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. Something like that.
Spicer.
One of those. The world is under attack by monsters and Jake's life is falling apart. No band, no girl, no future. ... Until he meets Murder Falcon. He was sent from the Heavy, which I guess is like Metal Heaven.
That's where I'm hoping to go.
To destroy all evil, but he can't do it without Jake shredding up a storm. Now, with every chord Jake plays on his guitar, the power of metal fuels Murder Falcon into an all-out kung fu fury. Kung fu fury.
That's hard to say.
When it's on two different pages.
Especially.
On those that seek to conquer Earth. Beat 'em up. It's time to shred.
There we go. I'm looking forward to this one. This one sounds fun. Next up from me, from Marvel Comics, is Spider-Geddon #1 of 5. We had #0 a couple weeks ago. Now the #1 issue comes out.
And a prelude with
yes.
Doc Ock.
Yes. Or Doc Opp, as one of our customers calls him. Written by Christos Gage and Dan Slott. Coming back to Spider-Man for a minute. Art and cover art by Jorge Molina. The Inheritors have somehow gotten out of their radioactive prison planet and made their way back to the Marvel Universe. It's going to take a whole spider army to keep them from taking it all caps. Starring Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales, Spider-Woman, the Spider-Man from the anticipated video game that's already out, so there's not really much anticipation. And, well, every Spider-Man and Spider-Woman ever, including some brand new ones.
What about the Spider-Girls?
Well, see, they should be in there too. They should be mentioned. Good mention.
Yeah.
Good catch. There's lots of Spider-Girls out there, so...
Okay, Star Wars solo adaptation, 1 of 7, because, the movie only gets so far.
Yeah.
Robbie Thompson, or Thompson. Will Sliney. That's a good name.
It is
Featuring backstory and scenes not seen in theaters. After leaving the Imperial Navy, a young Han Solo seeks adventure by joining a gang of intergalactic mercenaries, including a 196-year-old Wookiee named Chewbacca and a notorious gambler named Lando Calrissian. But there's more to the story of the galaxy's most beloved... Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. But there's more to the story of the galaxy's most beloved scoundrel than what you saw in theaters. So the movie only gets so far.
Yeah. There's more to the story.
Why does Beckett trust him? And what is the connection between the man who stole... Oh, the woman who stole Han's heart. I guess the man who stole would be Lando.
Yeah, probably.
And one of Han's closest friends.
Okay.
Who's probably also Lando.
Probably. So, yep, there you have it. More stuff in between, the movie. More stuff added. Always fun.
The Last Jedi adaptation finished. I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so we need a new adaptation now.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up for me from Image is The Walking Dead #1 15th Anniversary Blind Bag Finch variant. Okay, this gets a little complicated here, but let's get through this first. Written by Robert Kirkman, of course. Art by Tony Moore, of course. And the cover art on this one is going to be by David Finch. And the reason it is blind bag, you will know which number you're getting. There's going to be at least 20-something blind bag issues. They're all going to be key issues. The #1, first appearances, deaths, all that kind of good stuff. And they're all going to be, the covers are all going to be done by different artists. The catch with the blind bag is you don't know what you're getting, whether you're getting a virgin cover, a sketch cover, the regular in-color cover, or whatever other cover that they've done to throw in that blind bag. So you'll know what issue.
Black and white.
Yes. You'll know what issue you're getting, you'll know who the cover artist is, but you will not know what kind of cover it's going to be. So that makes it, fun. That's Halloween fun. It's like trick-or-treat.
Yeah.
And so we will have all that here. I don't know how many of each cover we'll have, but we will have all that here. And like I said, there are a lot of different issues that they're doing this with. So if you like Walking Dead and you want to get all these collectibles, save your pennies and come up here on Walking Dead Day.
But make sure you get the Excalibur Comics one.
Yes, you have to get that
because that's
one.
probably the coolest one.
It probably is.
There's like comics flying around everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just like canned goods.
Right.
It's got like Oblivion and
All the Robert Kirkman books
all
are flying.
yeah.
They survived the apocalypse.
Okay.
But yeah, come up here and get into all that.
Okay, more Spider-Man? Question mark? For What If? What If Punisher #1 from Marvel. Writer Carl Potts and artist Juanan Ramirez. When Peter Parker's Uncle Ben is ruthlessly killed by a burglar Peter let escape, he vows to never let the same fate befall another innocent bystander. From then on, he stands as a figure of cold retribution. Criminals beware. The guilty caught in this spider's web will be punished. But will Parker stand triumphant or shattered by this twist of fate? The friendly neighborhood takes a different turn in this What If adventure. Okay. Positing is like the variation of like supposing.
Yeah, I think so.
Chris said it was a word.
It is a word. It's not used very often.
It's a dumb word.
It's not used very often.
Positing a very different sense of responsibility for the man who will be known as the Punisher, and his battles against villains like the Green Goblin take a new path. Okay,
so we got to see this week if Flash Thompson was Spider-Man, and now we get to see what Peter Parker's going to do in his little What If adventure. So it sounds like he's going to be pretty mean.
As opposed to like regular.
Yeah. Alright, well that does it for our #1s. As always, there is tons more stuff coming in. There's actually a few #1s I think we didn't cover, but we'll have all kinds of good stuff for you on Wednesday. That brings us to our current / back issues of the week. I guess I'll kick it off with, I'm doing another trade. I like doing these trades because I love collections and I love sitting back and reading these things.
Gives you the whole story, not just part of it.
Exactly. This actually is some material. This is the Incredible Hulk from the Marvel UK vaults. This is a really cool trade. I like when they do this kind of stuff. It's like $35. We have it in the store, obviously. I'm holding it.
Hulk smash across the pond.
That's right, and it's exactly what it is. And this is actually all new material. This is back from like the late 70s when the Hulk was on TV. Marvel UK put out a magazine, a Hulk magazine, and this just some of the talent that worked on it: Dave Gibbons, David Lloyd, Steve Dillon, John Bolton, and Paul Neary. All worked on this book. A lot of it is black and white, and some of it's even prose, but it is all new material that was never released, as far as I know, here until that trade paperback. So come by and check that out if you like the Hulk. It's very cool stuff.
Okay, I read one of the What Ifs, the one with the X-Men. So you got Domino and Cable and Xavier, and then Magneto's in it, and Nimrod, who's like a virus. So the X-Men are like mutated people, as they usually are.
Right.
But they're cyber people, and they can break all of the rules if they want to. But if you break a rule, then you're like killed on sight. If you're sighted, but most of the time they can like change the rules so they're not caught, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So they're attempting to save Magneto from the Nimrod virus.
Okay.
So he won't get corrupted.
Interesting.
And then become like a Magneto kind of
like
guy.
Like a bad guy, yeah. Well, not a bad guy, but a guy with his own agenda.
So everyone's afraid of these people who can break the laws, because the laws are things like killing people and stealing. And those aren't good. Don't do that.
No, you don't want to do
And then the ending's weird. I don't fully understand what's happening. So if you want to check it out, see if you can figure it out, I recommend it.
Okay.
It's a really cool concept. And the ending could, for my confusion, could just be that I'm not knowledgeable of everything X-Men, because that's a whole other world.
Yeah, it's a big world.
That's its own thing.
Yeah, it's a big, huge thing. Okay.
And then you also get to see like what everyone looks like in their, all the different people like Wolverine and Rogue, what they look like in their like avatars.
Okay.
Which
cool.
is different from how they look like in the real world.
It looks like it's probably the Beast, huh?
Probably.
And Jubilee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jubilee and Rogue are in here, and they talk about like their character in the world.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with them being
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
avatars
in-depth.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, that was cool. And then also at the end, if you are like into secrets and Easter eggs, there's like a little page.
Binary.
I think if you translate it, then you'll get some kind of like story or something. Because at the bottom it says, "Are you EXE? Email officex@marvel.com. Marked OK to print."
Okay.
So I'm sure it says something like, "Email us this and we'll send you a t-shirt or something."
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah. Do that.
Christmas story reference. Okay. That concludes our little show. Next week, you will not be here next week, will you?
No.
Okay, we're going to have a special guest with me next week to do this stuff. Alright, well, if you read the What If X-Men and you understand what was going on in the ending, then you can comment and you can like and
Subscribe.
yes,
Anyone,
exactly.
you can subscribe and like and
Yeah, well, sure.
comment
Sure.
even if you didn't read it or
That's
didn't
true.
understand it.
That's true. You can. You're more than welcome to.
We encourage it.
Yes, we do. And that will do it for this week. Until next time, keep reading good comics.